All right, guys, we're back live. This is the final shift of the BMB Gear Doubles Classic. What should have been the 4 o'clock shift is the 4:25 shift.
Yep.
That's not bad. That's pretty good considering the amount of bowlers we had in here for the last shift. That's 3 to a pair last shift, and getting it done at a decent time and only being 25 minutes behind schedule. That's pretty good.
Absolutely, and I think, for this to be going on all weekend, they've been on time for the most part. Excellent rain tournament.
Yep.
No complaints.
Yeah, I personally want to thank the staff here that helped us out all weekend. The mechanics, my staff, the front desk help. Huge thank you. You guys done a phenomenal job this weekend. Appreciate each and every one of you. Yep, that's what I meant to do.
Yep. And real quick as we get started, if you're checking in, make sure you hit the like button, hit the share button.
That's the last
one. Yeah, they all say 10 a.m. shift. I forgot. We kept forgetting to change it. I forgot to change it again.
Oops.
Oops.
Sorry.
Oversight. We forgot to change the heading. Here it is.
But even still, if you check it in, make sure you hit the like button, hit the share button. You all are doing an excellent job with promoting the sport. And us as being bowlers, we need to do our job to make sure that we are promoting this and taking this to newer heights. So thank you.
That was our idea with it. Just something to help put right back into these bowlers' pockets and help you guys out. Give you guys something to bowl.
Yeah, but you know what? And I think that's the thing. Like, we don't give our sport enough publicity. And for me to go out and I talk about our sport, especially trying to get people to be sponsors for our youth program, being able to give them something visually to see helps tremendously. So thank you to both of you all.
Well, we appreciate that. Of course. We love this game. That's why we do it. So, yeah, we're just doing our part.
Yeah. Everybody has a story about bowling. Like, everybody has a background. And for me, like, this kept me out of trouble.
Yeah.
You know, it just, everybody has something.
Yep.
Well, that's what young people need is something like this. It don't have to be bowling. It could be, basketball, baseball. That's what the youth programs are for. Give you something that not just the keeping you somewhere out of trouble where you're not hanging out with the wrong crowd, but the camaraderie, the team effort, the work together to get a common goal done.
Well, just having something to look forward to, something to do.
Yep.
Like after school, after whatever, on the weekends, because that was my big thing. Like there were other things going on. You just need to escape from things for a little bit. Go to bowling alley. I mean, that's high school bowling for me. That's what got me through high school essentially. But yeah.
And that's what we're all doing as adults too.
Exactly.
I look forward to league night.
Oh yeah.
I look forward to being able to come in here and hang out with my buddies.
Yes.
Bowl some games, drink a couple of beers, and have fun with them. I look forward to that. That small escape from the everyday 9 to 5 working that we do.
Yep. Yeah. And another thing, man, this thing has just grown tremendously on a collegiate level. Oh, yeah. And a lot of people don't know that you can actually bowl in college and that you can bowl in high school and get scholarship funded for this. Everybody can't dribble a basketball or throw a football. So
this honestly is a game anybody can play though, too.
Yep. Absolutely.
But put enough effort and work into it, you can get there.
Yep. Further into that, and what I wish they had when I was bowling youth league was this smart program that USBC has rolled out here.
Yep.
Only sport that I know of, I don't know if anybody now is involved in like high school golf. It would be the only one I would think that could. But the only sport I know where these youth bowlers can come in here and earn money toward college.
Yep.
They can come bowl a tournament. We can't give them cash money, but we can put it on a smart program.
Yep.
And the great thing about that smart program is it doesn't have to do with bowling at all when you go to college. It can literally be for anything college related. A laptop, room and board, your books. to help pay for the tuition, all that money that they can gain, and they can start gaining that money as soon as they can start throwing a bowling ball.
Yep.
Absolutely. And you don't have to you don't have to bowl in college to use it.
Yeah.
Right, that's what I'm saying. You don't
Yeah.
even have to bowl in college. You don't have to do anything with college.
Yeah.
You can
Yep.
use it to buy your laptop so you have a laptop for class.
Yep.
That was the greatest thing they could have done with that.
Yep.
Now, all that smart money it doesn't have to deal with bowling. It is strictly for your college education.
Absolutely. And I don't know if you all don't mind if I can speak about it a little bit. So I took a national director's position. So I am the national junior program and tournament director for TNBA on the national level. And we work with USBC as well. And we're doing a lot of collaboration within the youth programs. So hopefully we can promote more information and put that out. We're taking a group of kids down to ITRC in August. So we're growing. And
good.
We're doing some good things.
Yeah. You give us that stuff or any information on that you want us to get out, we'll throw it on the live stream.
Absolutely. We'll put it out each and every week.
Absolutely. And even one of our own locally, Nevaeh Williams, she's going down with us. She won the opportunity to go. So kudos to her.
Yeah, Nevaeh is a great kid, too. She's here every Friday night, part of Butch Taylor's little group that comes in here, and he's coaching them kids up. So great to see Butch and his group coming in here. And then here later on, we have Terrence Johnson Sr. brings in his youth boot camp and coaching them kids up and trying to get them more advanced in the sport, teaching them the fundamentals they need to play this game. Kudos to those guys for helping those kids out. Anybody who would like to be a coach, go on to usbc.com. Take the classes. It's short, easy classes. Get your coaching certification and jump in and help these kids out. And you can coach on 3 different levels. You have a bronze, silver, and a gold level coaches. Try your hand out at it. You're not going to hurt anybody by trying to help this game out. I promise you that.
Yeah. Man, I took that silver level coaching certification. The bronze, yeah, I know this, but I got to that silver level, and it opened your eyes so much.
Right.
You look at the game through a different lens. I encourage it to anybody. Please go.
Yeah.
Please go.
Yeah, the bronze is pretty simple. You got to have a little bowling knowledge once you start getting into that silver and gold, and that's what they want. That's why they offer those 3 different levels. With that bronze, you can go be an assistant coach and help coach under somebody who is a silver or gold and let them help you learn a little bit about coaching this game before you go back and take that silver and gold.
Yeah, man. And if you find the right school to align with, so myself and Dominique, that's on lane 15 and 16, we coach at St. Ursula Academy.
Yep.
And the school paid for us to go get our bronze and our silver. And that is something that we've kind of encouraged coaches to do, is ask your school to go pay for that certification, and you'll be surprised.
Yeah.
Be surprised.
Speaking of people on our pair, probably go ahead and let everybody know who we're watching today.
We got a good ones. We got some good ones. On 15 and 16, we have Natalie Taylor and Dave Metters, and I am so excited about that one. You'll see why here in just a few minutes. You may have already seen why. Then we have Yolanda Matthews and Dominique Walker. That rounds out 15 and 16. So this is going to be a good, fun pair to watch. And then we have Levon Hampton and Jalen. Is that Jalen Mosley over there?
Yes, it is.
Bowling with him?
Yep.
And then we have some guys that we've seen a couple of times now. We have Deontay Payne and Ricardo or is it Barnes? Yeah, Ricardo Barnes. Over there on 17 and 18. And Ricardo put it out there that if he can get back onto this live pair, he was going to have a better showing this time around. So let's see if he can hold up to his word on that.
Yep, we'll see what they do. Also, hi there, Chris. So you did give us a little wave a few minutes ago. Seeing that.
My man, Chris Ball. Rico, anybody want to bowl? Rico, they're bowling, brother.
You're the last shift. You're late.
You're out of time. Sorry.
We're packing up and going home.
It is definitely time.
Yeah.
There might be some jackpot games going on afterwards, but yeah, it's been a long weekend, but excited.
It's been fun.
It has been a blast, an absolute blast. So with Dave Metter stepping up here to bowl, I want you all to pay attention to this jersey. Love that jersey.
I gotta say, the only way it would have been better is if he had just had the stash. That would have made it perfect.
Yeah, Chad, I finally got the story behind this one, buddy. Good job.
Is that not great? I did get a chance to ask Chad about how you scared the snot out of him at the Cyclones game.
I gotta admit, man, that was a classic.
That was fun. Yeah. That was more of a perfect timing. If you want to share the story, you can go ahead and share it. But that was fun.
So, for you all that don't know, I'm a police officer with the Cincinnati Police Department, and I was working a detail down at the Cyclone game at Heritage Bank Arena, and I saw Chad, but Chad didn't see me. And I walked up to him and I just grabbed him. I said, "Put your hands behind your back." And when I say the look of death that was on his face, he didn't know what to do. But yeah, I got him pretty good.
So before, I don't know if he told you this thing. So when he's telling me the story yesterday, what made him really, really nervous was right before you grabbed him, he was jokingly making gestures at people walking into the bathroom, like. So it was as if you had caught him.
So I did not know that part. Oh, that makes that story even better.
Yep.
He said the look on his wife's face was very intense. She didn't know who you were.
Oh, Jalen with the poor pig. Come on, buddy.
He was on this pair yesterday, and it took him a little bit to kind of figure this pair out. And that's what we've seen. We've seen that all weekend. 15-16 seems to be a little bit more forgiving than 17 and 18.
Yeah, man. You know what? And I've watched Jalen and those guys grow up, and we all know he is a tremendous bowler.
Yes.
Yep.
But one thing about bowling and anything else, life can affect the game. Now that he's working full time and getting involved in other things, he's told me that, it's changed for him a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah, I mean, when you're 16, 17, 18, bowling is life. That is 95% of what you're thinking about, 95% of probably what he was doing. Now it's probably down to like 40, 50%.
Yep.
He's still bowling a lot. Yeah, you're
No, it is, but
absolutely.
even 40, 50% still a lot for one
activity.
activity.
That's not the practice. That's not the sticking around until 1, 2 in the morning here, just throwing a bowling ball and beating lanes up.
Yep.
Yeah, that's going to affect you.
He's still good, though. I'll never take that away from him.
No,
absolutely.
Great.
He's great.
Yeah, I mean, it is. It's just, this is a sport where if you take a week off, you notice a difference.
Yep.
You take any time off, it affects you. I mean, it's
just like any other sport. It takes that. It still takes the same level of dedication, of practice and time to hone the craft. And any lack of that, the only other sport that I think can really affect that would be kind of like golf. When you take that little bit of time away from playing golf, if you're not playing golf 2 or 3 times a week, if you're not bowling 2 or 3 times a week, you're not going to hang with these big dogs.
No.
You know?
Not at all. Mr. Hampton, good ball.
So Dustin just off screen there on 14, just bury a 8-pin.
Yeah, we got some pretty good bowlers over there on that pair. 13 and 14 has Matt Meyer with Dustin Wormuth, and then Shavana Pickleheimer. And is that Aaron?
Or no, it's Shannon Rourke.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Shannon Rourke and
she's
Aaron.
Sitting there, and I'm thinking she was bowling.
Nope.
You're right. Sorry. That is Shannon Rourke. I turned and seen her sitting there. She was only 800 so far of this tournament was by her. And that was all right here on 15 and 16.
It's only one of 2 300s.
1 or 2 300s in this double.
Also on 15, 16.
And I think you said the house record for women is 840.
It's 840 something. I have to. Dave is, or sorry,
Tab.
Tab is. I tried to text Tab, and we're gonna confirm that here shortly. But it's in the 840s for women.
Yeah, and we determined what it was 867 or something.
868 for men.
868 for men.
868 is the house record. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I will tell you, Natalie, that's up on lane 16 right now, has really been working on her game. She is the 2024 Queens champion here locally.
Yeah, well deserved too. That Queen, she works her butt off in this sport.
Yeah.
Every time there's an event, she's out bowling. So you could tell that's all that practice and all that time bowling is paying off for her.
Yeah.
Same for Dominique Walker, man. I mean, I know I'm a little biased. Her and Yolanda, we all bowl together, but Dominique actually bowled down at Moorhead collegially, and you could tell the ones that bowled on the collegiate level, their ability to repeat shots is phenomenal.
It all stems back to that balance too. We was talking a little bit about that about Collier Pavy's game, and one of the great things about his game is his balance at the line, and he's really, really super solid there. And these girls have it too. You know, if you watch Yolanda throw a ball there, she's great knee bend, super solid at that foul line. And same thing with Dominique.
Yeah, man, that's a solid. Moorhead State's always been a really good bowling school. Like even back when I was in high school, that was the one you heard talked about around here. It's been a good bowling school for a long time.
Yep.
Yeah. And obviously you got Wichita out there. That's always going to be the one. But for around here, Moorhead State's definitely been up there for a long time.
Yep. Yeah, they got a great program down.
Yeah.
And that's something that I want to do locally is really introduce our kids here locally to the collegiate programs across the country, you know. And I know with me growing up, it just wasn't a knowledge behind it. Nobody actually talked to us and informed us on the ability to be able to bowl on a collegiate level and what we needed to do. So I just feel obligated to make sure that the generation that's coming behind us, they know about it, because that's the future of the sport.
Right.
We won't be able to continue to do this unless we invest in them.
Right. Yep. Well, that's something we need to get a hold of some of these local colleges too when they have these teams. Get them to come out to these high schools and talk to these kids about it as well.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's one of the big things they have. I've seen it a few times where they'll have like the college invitationals and then have all of them just come into bowling alley and have a bunch of different colleges there to talk to them all, do all things.
Just hit the pair button.
Gonna get some music in the background here in just a second.
Yeah, I know that's a generational battle right now. A lot of the older people don't like the music, but the next generation, the younger ones do. So it's kind of one of those tug of war things right now.
Yeah.
The music never bothered me. I'd rather have it while we're bowling league and all that. We normally have it on here at the house.
Yeah.
Tournaments. Again, it doesn't bother me, but I can see where some people would.
And I feel like in a situation like this is kind of I mean, like we talked about, there definitely are people here bowling seriously, for sure. But this is also a laid-back type style tournament. Like if you get into the match plays for big money, then that's when it's like, okay, that's a little different.
Yeah, we're not talking like the mega buck up north where we're paying $10,000.
Yeah.
You're right. This is a small local.
Yep.
We say small, but it's a locally ran doubles tournament it's meant to be fun.
Yeah.
And hope you come in here, throw some big games, and take home some money.
Yep.
Well, you know, and that's kind of been my spiel about the speakers. We as a sport, we have enough bowling alleys closing, and we need to stop that. And when we allow people to enjoy themselves, they'll spend their money.
Yep. Absolutely. Yeah.
And I think that's kind of the thing for me. We deal with enough stuff outside of here Monday through Friday in our lives.
Yep.
This is an outlet for us.
Right.
If you're not enjoying yourself, we don't need to be doing it.
Right.
And that's just kind of been my thing. Like when I come here and I bowl, I want to enjoy myself.
Right.
And
there's nothing wrong with that. But like we're saying, there's just a time and a place for them.
Yep.
And as long as you're respectful of the time, place, and others' ability to have fun around you, nothing wrong with it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Let's see what we got up here. We got
Make it,
Dave
Jalen.
here with a
Make it. Oh,
290.
yeah.
And, oh, there you go. Make that fair.
I saw it off his hand.
6, 7, 10. All right, Dave. Let's see if we can. There we go.
There you go.
So glad that Chad has made another live stream and wasn't even in the building again.
Yep.
I told Dave we need to tell Dave he needs a new one with a new picture.
Yeah.
We need a stash picture on a jersey now.
That's a good one, Yolanda.
That is. Talk about that good deep knee bend that she has there in that balance. Dominique, I don't think she was absolutely sure that was going to climb the hill, but it did.
Yep.
Dude, but she can carry it like no other. Yep.
Well, that little light shot carries more here.
Yes, it does.
I'm always okay if I can get lined up and I'm getting a little light swisher here.
Yeah.
I'm all right with that. I'll stay there because I know eventually it's going to turn around and be high flush.
Yep.
I can stay. I can know that I'd be confident that'll carry for a while.
Hey, if it falls like that 36 times, I'll take it.
Absolutely. We don't. You good? All right, see if Levon get another one here. Oh.
Matched his partner.
Oh, lazy 10 pin.
Come on, Natalie, double up.
Pulled it. That was a pull. Yeah, sorry, Rico. Today was the 4 o'clock shift. Is the last shift. We had a 7 o'clock shift yesterday. 4 o'clock was the last one for Sunday. Guys on Facebook, do us a favor, share that around. Hit that share button, the like button. And then I put a link into the comments there for the YouTube page. Jump on over there and hit the subscribe button. Last time I looked, we were at 110 subscribers. Let's see where we're at now.
Keep that climbing.
We're up to 112
There we go.
subscribers now. So appreciate each and every one of you guys.
You said 112. Let's
112.
make it. Yeah.
What's a good number for Sunday? We can give something away for Sunday. Let's give away another free entry. What should we get to by Sunday?
150.
150?
Yep. And I just think we're not going to be running anything. We're not, so it's not. It's going to be a little tough to.
Yeah, I was going for the 200. I'm glad you said that.
I was thinking that, but it's just like if we were going to be streaming something else after this, maybe, but maybe we'll go 50 higher, so maybe we'll say 175.
Yeah.
We have a little bit of a break. Yeah, we'll say 175.
And it definitely can be done.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we'll do. So, 175 subscribers. And let's all get every one of them to comment on this video. What kind of comment do we want?
What is the name of the platform?
This.
Yeah, we could just go BMB tournament or something.
Yeah, let's.
Yeah.
Well, let's. We want to make sure they've watched the video.
Yeah.
So let's comment the hashtag that is on the back of Dave Metter's shirt.
There we go.
So you tell me in the comments the hashtag that is on the back side of Dave Metters' jersey.
You will be entered into.
You will be entered into the drawing this Sunday for a free entry into any one of the Northwest Lane Sunday Sweepers.
I like it.
175 subscribers, so hit that subscribe button and comment on here the hashtag that's on the back of Dave's shirt.
I like it.
All right. I just did get handed the unofficial results after the last shift. So the top 3, 4, 5 spots have not changed. All right, so number 1 spot is still Eric Wagner, Mike Hillers. That 1543. Mike Hoskins and Drew Gay still have 1537 in number 2. Giovanna and CJ still have 1499. Collier Pavey, Clayton Otis at 1494. And Jeremy Scone, Natalie Taylor is at 1491. That is still your top 5. The other thing that has changed is the low to cash. Low to cash is the 27th spot, 1399.
Ooh.
$13.99.
Right
wow.
$13.99 to be the low to cash. That is after the 4 o'clock shift. Obviously, that number may go down a hair. Looks like we have a tie at $13.99 too. Maybe the Eric Brookins and JT Teeters also had $13.99, so at 28. So that's your unofficial results after the 4 o'clock shift today.
Still, again, a great tournament being ran. To be able to get those type of scores out, getting the information out, being transparent. That's what everybody wants to see. That's what they want to hear. So,
that's
great
what
job.
We've said many times on this stream is that's the thing. You bowlers, I mean, just anything. You're always going to have people who are upset about something. But if you can be upfront, honest, and everything else,
Yep.
1 or 2 people who are upset about something doesn't become a lot of people upset about something because they're like, oh, we already knew that. What are you talking about? And
Right.
so when you're not upfront and honest, that's when they start saying, oh, I didn't think about that. And then they start to more people start asking the same questions.
Snowballs from there.
Yep.
Yep, that's what all people really want is you to be. That's all I want to be done. Just be upfront and honest with me. Like, if that's what you are, then I can respect it. I can respect that.
Absolutely.
All right, Dave. Let's see if we get right back on where we left off here. Come on. One good one here. There you go.
He has one of the most. There you go. Dave has one of the most unique approaches you'll see in the game.
Yes.
Often imitated, never duplicated either.
He's one of the
a lot of people try to mimic Dave's approach and setup anyway. The approach itself isn't all that unique. It's the setup.
Yep.
I'm not sure if it's a baseball glove or a receiver glove, but he's always got the glove on too. I'm not sure what kind it is. I know it's not a bowling glove.
Yep.
Yeah.
But ladies and gentlemen, it works for him. So
yes,
that's the
exactly. That's all that
Absolutely.
matters. I mean, that's the thing with bowling. There's so many different ways to throw a bowling ball. The key thing is, can you repeat that over and over again?
Yep.
Because you can get that, like we talked about coaching, and there is a way that people think, okay, this is how you're supposed to bowl. But if you can do something that is a little unconventional, as long as you
Mhm.
can repeat it, go for it. I mean, we
Absolutely.
saw that with two-handed when that came out. Everybody's like, "Oh no, you can't do that. You can't hit spares doing that and all that." And look where that is now. That's the game. That's where we're going. I
Yeah.
mean, so anything.
Yeah, I was talking to somebody else about it that it's going to be if within the next 20 years you're going to walk into a bowling alley and it's going to be odd to see people bowling one-handed.
Yes.
It's
Yep.
going to flip-flop.
Yeah.
The one-handers will be well outnumbered.
Yeah.
But I do believe it's one of those things that the older you get and the older your body gets.
Yes, it will become more when you're not going to have I mean, granted, I've seen Walter Ray's thrown I think 2 or 3 300s in senior tournaments two-handed in regionals. I think because he's come out and whipped that out, so he can still do it. But that is a different level.
Yeah.
I mean, but it is to that point. You have to. I mean, it like we all see. Like as you get older, you start getting knee issues. You start getting shoulder issues, elbow issues, and there you can't. You're not going to be able to get that
You're
bend. You're
preaching
not
to the
so.
choir over
I
here,
know.
Steve.
I may have looked your direction when I said knee, but and so that is one of the things that I've thought about too. But then seeing Walter Ray do that and learning two-handed and bowling 300s with that. I mean, it'll be interesting to see what does happen as we do get these into the 40s, 50s, 60s of two-handed to see what happens.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so new that we really don't have people that have been doing it that long.
Tell me somebody you know that hasn't tried it.
Oh yeah.
Every
Yeah.
one of us in this booth has at least
Oh,
tried to throw a ball,
100%.
right?
Yep.
Every one of
My
us.
my
When it-
problem is like I can't control it. That thing
yeah,
hooks. It's in the left gutter
right.
sometimes when I try and do it because I'm
Eh,
just so much hand with my thumb. I take my thumb out of it, I just get that much more, and it just dead left.
That is probably the only thing that really keeps me from going to it is
Yeah.
I've tried it. Letting the ball go and the release is fine. It's the accuracy. And
Yep.
if I was stuck with it and worked at it, and probably worked at it, I could get the accuracy too with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, the accuracy kept me from wanting to just stick with it. I
Yeah.
just couldn't.
Well, and that's the hardest thing about bowling too is there are some people like I know myself. I probably could. There's things I know that I do, and I'm clearly doing something different than what I should be, but it makes me nervous to make a drastic change because when you're used to averaging, say you're used to averaging 200, you make a big change to your game to get to that next level, you're probably for a few months going to be averaging 180, 170, and
Yep.
that doesn't feel, you don't want to do that. And it's like, that's the thing that, and that's the true of anything, any sport, anything you do. You don't want to step, it's so hard to take a step back so that you can take that step forward. That's one of the most difficult things in anything, but in bowling especially, you're used to seeing that number 200, 210, and you start throwing 170s. You're like, this isn't working. But if you got to do it for months or
Right.
a little bit of time, get used to it, then you're going to skyrocket past that plateau you had.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's like starting all over again.
And sometimes you have to do that.
Yep. Some bull crap. I think Deanna's been enjoying the day a little bit today.
Hey.
Deanna's had a day today
She
too. Boy, I
has.
tell you what, she's won a couple of our raffles
Yep.
today. And again, huge shout out to her. She donated. She did win the week-long split pot over there.
Yep.
$120 winner for her. She donated 40 of that back to next week's winner, so it's already up to $40 for your winner next week. So make sure you stop in at Northwest Lanes, get you some of those raffle tickets. They'll be up front counter all week long, and we'll draw them next Sunday. Cut them off right after shadow balls have finished for the Sunday sweeper. I'll shut it off then. Have one of our bowlers draw it, and we'll announce your name live on the live stream for the finals.
And I'm sorry, I'm always an advocate for the youth. Shout out to Danny Potts. He won the ball raffle, and he actually donated the ball back to a youth program that I do over the summer. Every Friday from June to August, We give the kids their very first bowling ball, 2 hours of lessons, and a hot meal every Friday
Yep.
from June to August over the summer. So kudos to Danny. Thank you for your support.
Yep.
Um,
Huge thing, Danny. We really appreciate
yeah.
it. That's a stand up guy right there.
Yep.
Danny has that tough guy, loudmouth persona about him, but he's a giant teddy bear.
Yeah.
Yep.
He really is.
Yep.
That's the other thing too. You'll come in if you don't know some people, or if you don't know bowling very well, you'll come in here and these guys who are sitting there on the lane together, you'll think they hate each other, but they're just giving each other so much crap. They're both loving it. But you come in not knowing them, you think, what the heck? They just But that's just the way I mean, some people aren't, but it's just that's what drives people too in this. You gotta build each other up, and
well, that's what I love about it. Like we've always said around here that hashtag bowling is family. It's a giant family-sized community. And that's just how families are. If you can't razz your family, who can you? You know what I mean?
Yep.
But the good thing about this is you see people from every different walks of life.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And that is the uniqueness about this thing. And I just wish we did a better job, and I commend you guys, and I'm going to keep saying it, of promoting this, because this is what it's about.
Yep. I mean, get it all out there.
Well, we're going to keep doing the best we can with it, too.
Look around the bowling alley right now. I mean, you see every walk of life, everything. There's a complete mix of everybody in here. All just out here bowling for fun. Bowling, I mean, it's a tournament. They're trying to win money, but this is fun. I mean, and it's take everybody.
Yep.
But that is all. Wait till you see somebody have a game going too.
Oh,
that's the other thing. Well, I know we're busy and we're videotaping the person bowling that game, but what you guys don't see on the other side of this camera, for most people who don't bowl or you haven't been in a bowling alley and watched that kind of happen, is how many people will stop and walk down there and root for that person to succeed.
Yep.
At such an individual level sport. I mean, everybody in the house is rooting for you to have that success.
Yes.
You know,
I mean,
and happy when you have it.
Yeah. I mean, they're competing with you.
I just shot 211. Don't worry about it.
300. Realistically, like you can't shoot 300.
At least 510 my next two.
There you go.
I just want to make a bet with you. Just something to spice it up a little bit. 250 or better? 250 or better. So I'm gonna just say 260 average. I'm gonna shoot more than 520 my last two.
There you go.
$5.
And that was right on time.
That was right.
Talk about us being a family and rooting for each other and pushing each other to be better. Me and Jalen Bolton have a bet now. He has to shoot 250 or better for the next 2 games.
I can't hear him. Can you hear him?
Oh, he's muted.
Oh, there you go.
Let's try that again.
Say it all again.
That was just right on time. You know, you're talking about us being a family and pushing each other to be better. Iron sharpening iron. Me and Jalen kind of punch at each other all the time. And he just came up to me and said, what I got to shoot. So we got a little side bet. He got to shoot 250 or better for the next 2 games. So let's see if he gets it.
And to be honest with you, you ask probably 99 out of 100 bowlers, you're going to take the under on that bet. You give Jalen, you tell me it's Jalen on that, I'm probably taking that over.
Yeah.
I mean, he averaged over that for an entire league a couple years ago. Over at Roll House, he had I think it was 255, 254 that he averaged. I mean, you're talking 90-something games over multiple months that he averaged over 250. I mean, that is
just to
impressive.
put it into perspective, that's averaging a 765 each week.
Yes. I mean, you
didn't shoot less than a 765.
You were allowed to miss 2 shots a game and still shoot 250. So, I mean, that is 10 strikes a game, roughly.
For
10 strikes
weeks,
a game.
for 90 games.
90 games. I mean, that's outrageous. Man, I want to say here what? Somebody's done that a couple of times. Didn't Joel do that a couple of times back in the day? Or
Yeah, Joel done it on a Friday night league here. He averaged, I think, I think he averaged like 258.
Yeah,
250.
is that
We'll
what he
have to
got
ask
to?
him.
Yep.
He might have been 258.
I know we got someone who used to be around this area, but I think he moved a little bit north. Is Charles Easton? He's the one who consistently has like high average in the country, and he's hit mid 260s before.
Yep.
But I mean,
think
that just shows you the highest average in the country being 260s, and the fact that Jalen could get to 250s. That's just outrageous.
All right, scores coming in for the first game here. We have Dave with a
putting up
238,
238.
Natalie with 171. That gives him a 404.
Yeah, and that's another thing for you all watching. This has been if I'm not mistaken, a modified house shot. You cannot complain about the shot. You know, this is one of those things you just got to pay attention to who's on the lane with you and pay attention to transition, and you'll be fine.
No, this was just house.
This is
not
modified.
Okay.
This is
not
the
modified.
house shot.
The only so what we've been discussing with why it's been breaking down kind of funny, and it's us within the house that work here have kind of been discussing it not just this weekend but over like the past week. And there's been discussions on if it's time for us to maybe tweak the house shot slightly, but it's that time of the year. It's getting warmer outside.
Yeah.
Things break down faster.
Yep.
And most places, not just us, most houses across the country, when the weather gets warm in this area,
they'll tweak it.
You have to add a little bit of volume just to hold so that oil pattern will hold up in this hot, humid summer times we have here.
Yep.
Got it.
That's been discussed with it, not just this weekend, but throughout the week as to when it's time to start thinking about doing it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Just so it plays more consistently with what we see in the wintertime.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Dave with the first one, Natalie with the first one.
Yeah, that's the thing. Based on what I've seen this week, that was probably one of Dave's lower first games of a set.
Yeah.
With the 238.
Yeah, Dave's had a monster weekend. Have a good one.
Say it.
With well, he was a fourth place finish or fifth place finish of
fifth place
Friday night.
Friday night. Yep. One of the three people to shoot 800 in qualifying. One of the three people to shoot 300 in qualifying on Friday night.
Yeah.
And lost shooting a 258.
Yeah.
That's a tough beat. But
yep.
All right, Dominique.
If you guys didn't see Friday night's finals, step ladder finals, go watch it.
Yeah,
it's over on our YouTube channel.
3 rounds. If you missed twice, you lost.
Yep.
That's what it came down to. It was outrageous.
We had a 258 game lose, a 278 game lose. And then
the 238, but even the 238 was
lost.
a great game. Just a couple of missed carries is all that was. Finals, it got a little different, but that was just because by that point the lane had broken down, and it definitely was taking people. They were trying to figure out something new.
Yeah.
And it was a little tougher to find that line that last game with how much it had been broken down by everybody in there.
Right. Well, like we talked about, that finals came down to being more of a battle of attrition.
Yes.
Outlasting for best 2 out of 3 for that one.
Yeah.
But it's still a great night of bowling from all them guys. Devin Parker was able to come away with that win.
Yes.
Great bowling by him Friday night.
Yep.
We've talked
by
about
the end
it before.
of that, I feel like Chad kind of may have made that face that we see on the stream right now. Made for different reasons, but
that may have been more about his siblings razzing him in the background too.
Yeah, that too. they were having a great time with that.
Poor Chad.
There you go, Dave.
There you go.
All right. I wonder, how does he determine what glove to wear? Because I've seen several different pair.
I have too.
I don't.
Maybe he picks it out with his outfit.
Yeah, maybe match that. It could be. He's sponsored by Nike. They just send new ones each time.
If he's not, somebody from Nike get a hold of Dave. Like,
Right.
he's buying a bunch of your gloves up.
Yep.
And I believe he's probably the only person in bowling that wears a glove like that.
I've
All right,
seen
Dominique,
some
good
people
shot.
do it, but yeah, but I've not
Really?
around here. But like,
Oh,
because I
okay.
know what was it? It's not necessarily because, like I said, it looks to me like a receiver's glove. Could be, who knows? But then you had
A lot of them wear a
Pete-
golf glove.
yeah, Pete Weber will wear a
Pete
golf
Weber
glove,
uses
cut
golf
the
glove.
fingers out,
Yep.
and wear it. Some people leave the fingers in there, but yeah.
Thank you.
Mike, y'all work for ESPN or some shit.
Oh man.
Auntie Lynn.
Yeah, and like we said, we're just always being a community. They're always, if you can't find something to bowl, you're not looking. Like that's the other thing too to keep in mind. I mean, we got all kinds of things coming up. I mean, we've got, this is obviously the last shift here, and then we're gonna have to, coming up the next thing here at Northwest Lanes. We're gonna be running every Sunday. We run when we can. We run our Northwest Sunday sweeper. So that'll be the next 3 Sundays really. Amounts to split the
Yeah.
pot. We'll let them get those done, and then we'll keep going. Wayne's trying to find his tickets.
I knew it was
755, I think.
Did I have tickets?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
He ain't allowed to win either.
I think he won already.
I run mystery doubles
Hey,
on
real quick,
Thursday.
just to piggyback off what you've been talking about, for you all tuning in every Sunday, there's a Sunday sweeper here. Check-in is at 11 o'clock, starting at 12 o'clock. It is ran by the great Wayne Arthur.
Yep.
We appreciate you. Also, we have what's called the Queen City Senate, part of the TNBA. Their 6th annual 9-pin no-tap tournament. Doubles tournament will be starting July the 6th through the 7th, and then running July 13th through the 14th. Check in for that is at 9 a.m. They got shifts starting at 10 a.m., 12:30, and 3 p.m. throughout the weekend.
That's a lot of fun. You see some really high scores in that. We talked about this one couple years ago. Joe Ray bowled multiple shifts in that. He went like 2 weeks with, he went like 6 straight shifts rolling 900s.
That was actually last year.
Was it last year?
Yeah.
For some reason I thought it was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
They had 6 or
No,
7
no,
900s
you're
in a row.
right.
Yeah.
It was 2 years ago. You're right.
Yep.
Sorry about that.
Well, the weekend before that, we have another really good fun one. And, and I'm telling you, if some of your youth kids want to bowl one, get them over here for this one too, because that's fun. It's a low game sweeper.
Yeah,
you want to have fun. This is a game we used to play back in the day, just to practice our spare
7s
shooting.
and 10 pins. Yep.
So if nobody's played low game, that is on June 30th. We have check-in at 5, bowl at 6.
Yep. Check at 5, bowl at 6.
So
premise of that, yeah, you scored, lowest score actually wins. However, so you always say that, people are like, oh, just throw it in the gutter every time. Problem is, you throw it in the gutter on the first shot, that's a strike. You do not hit a pin on your second ball, that's a spare. So you start missing, yes, score goes up real fast.
Yep.
So
parents that are checking in, as a high school coach, we preach and we preach and we preach.
Yep.
Make your spares. Spares win good games. So I'm pretty sure that you all will be promoting this on Facebook and on the website. Please sign your kids up. This is a great opportunity to teach them how to pick up their spares.
Yep. Like we talked about before, another opportunity for smart money. I mean, anybody comes in and bowls that, if they do win as a youth, that will go into their smart account. We'll get that going.
Another opportunity, and we'll do our job. We'll help promote it. So absolutely.
Yep.
And that's not just kids; these adults. Some of the get these adults in here too. That's a great. I bowled it last year. I'm going to bowl it again this year. It's an absolute blast of a sweeper in tournaments to bowl.
Yes.
It's something different, new. You're not out here trying to beat up and bang out strikes. We're trying to be accurate and pluck pins.
Yep. And that's the thing too. Like I've said too, this year something a little different that I'm putting up there is, if anybody is able to shoot a perfect game of 20 in qualifying, they will win $500.
Wow.
So that's
Good
something to
luck
throw
with
out there a
that.
little bit. Yeah, like I said, I mean, if somebody does it, they earn that. Because like we've talked about before, you can miss. You need 12 strikes for a 300. You can miss 4 or 5 times and still shoot a 300. Get some lucky pin carry, do whatever. You miss once in low ball, you can't have a perfect game.
Right.
You have to be
Yeah, there's no
100%
wiggle room.
accurate 100% of the time.
Right.
Bring your spare ball and your bowler shoes, and you can bowl.
Yep. Exactly. That is the one rule that I will put out there because people have asked that is you do have to throw your own equipment. You can't come in here as a bowler and just grab a house ball and start chucking it down there. You
Okay.
have to use your own equipment.
Yep.
If there is something where someone comes in and says they don't have their own equipment, they want to bowl, sure. But we know a lot of people in the community. If you walk in here and I know you have your own stuff, you're not throwing a house ball.
Right.
So, yeah. That's
And then right after your Queen City tournament in the house, we do have Todd McGill and his group jumping in. They're going to be in here bowling the Fat Boy. That is, you look like you've never bowled the Fat Boy?
No, I forgot all about it. I'm sorry.
Yep.
The Fat Boy. Oh, man. Man, you want to talk about beat your head against the wall.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a fun one.
You're going to bowl a lot of bowling. It's 4 games, 8 games total on Saturday. First 4 games, you're going to bowl on sport. And they don't pick anything easy.
No.
And then after that, they're going to take a break, re-oil, come back, and you're going to bowl 4 games on house. That's your qualifying day. And then if you make through that, you get a chance to come back on Sunday to do match play against these great bowlers on a challenge pattern.
Can we stop for a minute?
Yep.
Dominique Walker just pulled that shot and hit it light Brooklyn and carried. Her and Dave Meadows are sitting on the front 5.
Yep. That's like we talked about. She probably missed that, 6 boards left?
Yes.
And struck. So.
Hey, as long as they fall, right?
Exactly.
Sorry about that. Go ahead.
No, you're
No,
good.
you're good.
You are good.
Yep. Make sure we're talking about the bowling as well. We're trying to talk about everything, and what's going on the screen is just as important.
So yeah, if you haven't signed up for that Fat Boy tournament, get a hold of Todd McGill and his crew. I do believe they still have a few spots available still.
Yep.
But I would hurry up about it. It will sell out. It sells out every year. It'll sell out again for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. Wayne and I sadly will not be here for Wayne will be here for that weekend.
I'll be
probably.
here to work in the bowling alley, but
That's right.
Todd will live stream that one himself.
Yeah. Yeah, you and I will be gone the 13th and the 14th. That's the weekend we're both out. That's when you're on
we'll
vacation.
be out of town. We can live stream the first week of the Queen City.
Yep.
First weekend, but after that we'll be out. I'll be out of town.
I'll be out of town.
Gulf Shores, Alabama.
We're going opposite directions. You'll be in
Alabama.
You're going to
Alaska.
Oh, and also just as a update on the Anthony Jalen quest, Jalen is pacing over 250 this game.
So I will say this: I have been struggling in my game as well, but I have started honestly working to try to get back to my rare form.
Yep.
But he has helped me tremendously. Like, come on, man! And I think our little side bets have helped, and I think it's doing the same for him.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what we need. Some of us need that little bit of. We know we done it yesterday. I put a little $5 bet out there with Mark Landon, and I owe him that $5 back because I couldn't quite hold up my end of it either. But that's what we all do for each other. It's that little bit of push that some of us need.
And I think we all do it, but there's just 2 people that I never see it with them, and that is Malika and Jermaine. Malika has nothing nice to say about Jermaine.
No, Malika's motivation is beating Jermaine up.
Yep. I feel like we just saw another case of the bowling gives and bowling takes because Dominique just had a solid shot and it wrapped the 10 pin.
Oh.
And right after carrying the light Brooklyn. It's like,
That's bowling for you.
exactly. Pick that up.
Ah, come on.
Get it,
Come on.
all right.
All right.
We just painted those last night for you. Good thing we put another fresh coat on those.
Glad that's not on camera.
So that does.
I'm gonna call
drop.
it right here. Dave's gonna get number 7 right here. This is gonna be a good flush high 10 back. Straight back. There you
Called
go.
it.
Did. So
You know what? I'm gonna call the same thing for Jalen. 10 back.
Javon's got a good game going too. Here's partner.
Is that Levon or
It's
Javon?
Levon.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say Javon? It's Levon.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He sees
Levon.
Jalen and starts thinking
I
just
did.
what's
It
he
was
done.
what I did.
Come on, Natalie. 10 back. Push.
Oh, a little high. Just crept a little high.
Come on, Jalen.
There
10
it
back.
is. That was still another fun thing we did. I forget what tournament it was, but we bowled a shift over at Gilmore where it was, I believe it was Jalen, Jeremy, Jonathan. I can't remember the fourth J name, and then it was Tom Brinkman. Do you remember who the fourth one was? And so just as a joke, they've changed all their names to start with a T. So you had Talon, Jeremy, Jonathan.
And then Tom was John.
Yeah, Tom was Job. I just can't remember who that fourth J was. Was it Jackson? I don't think it was Jackson Styles.
Somebody's watching this. Comment on there who that fourth.
Who that fourth one was.
Because it was a 5-man team event, and I remember that.
Yeah.
And I can't remember who their fourth was.
Yeah. I can't either. Or their fifth, yeah. I'll see. I'll just ask Jalen, see what he does.
Yep.
He knows, obviously.
Come on, Dominic. There you go.
Try to get right back on.
Dominic.
Jason Eichel. That's who it was. Jason Eichel.
Jason Eichel.
That's
You're right. That was Tayson.
Yeah, it was Tayson. Yeah. Yep, that's right. That's who that was. I was like, it wasn't Jackson because I was trying to think of J names, but yeah, it was Jason. That's right.
We do have a fronts alert down here. We have Josh Pickett.
Yep, Josh is on a front.
7.
Obviously, we got Dave on a front.
And I'll tell you one thing I didn't bring up on the lives, but I am going to bring up now because I just remembered it. I want to give a shout out to Josh Pickett.
Yep.
Friday night.
Oh, yeah.
Friday night. Josh Pickett was 15 minutes early for the sweeper.
Yep.
He was on time. He was early.
Yep. Sweeper started at 7. He walked in the door at 6:45. Yep. And honestly, speaking of Josh Pickett down there with the front 7, you look down here to the right, and you will see,
We got it.
Deanna doesn't know where to go. She's got Josh and JP4 both on front.
Have her watch
7.
the table.
Yep, Deanna, watch that table though. The camera's on it. Yep. No, you're
it's
fine.
easy to do. We've been telling people all day.
Yep.
I don't know how JP bowls with all that hair. Though.
Yeah.
Mama even shaking her head.
Yeah,
she don't know either.
She already knows. Oh, there we got front 8 down there. So.
He did what?
He got his shoes on.
He's got your shoes on. He's bowling and you're. All right, so we got JP4 with the front 8. We got Dave
We got
Metters
Dave
with the front 8.
We got Josh, see if he can match it. Josh is up there front 7. Oh. Devin Parker had front 7, just missed in the 8. Oh, we got Josh with front
Josh
8.
Pickett has the front 8.
Oh, she got down there for that. She got way back down the other end.
Deanna is getting her
go
steps in, back and forth, hooting and hollering for all of them. Go, mama. She said, I'm too fat for this. We'll go in there and tell Will next time he needs to put your babies right next to each other.
Yeah. Why ain't they even bowling together?
They do too much. They do too much. They 10 months apart. They got both of them shot 225 the first game. They both got 228.
She said they both shot 225?
Yeah, they both shot 225.
Well.
All right.
Jake
So how about we do this? Which one of your babies is going to finish?
Don't ask me that.
Hey, there we go, both of them.
All right. Then if that's the case, which one do we live stream?
We might be able to catch them both.
I only got one.
I'll actually turn my camera on the other one because I don't record.
We might be able to get them both. Yep. Although, I don't know though. When you asked that, when you asked that question, I feel like a name popped in her head, but she doesn't say it.
She paused. She paused long enough to go, nope, don't say that name.
Both of them think I love the other one more than the other.
All right, Jalen Mosley.
Yeah,
Come on, finish.
I'm with you, boys. She definitely paused and had to think about that answer.
Yeah.
Right.
He said I hesitate. She said I hesitate.
We know, Mama. I'm picking on you.
Like we said, we got to razz everybody, even Mama Pickett.
Yep. Yeah, well, they're about on the same pace now.
Yeah, I know. One of them was actually ahead of the other one. Then they had to go up and get on the same pace here.
Yep.
Let's see what we got. Oh,
JP.
That'll put him over 250.
Hey, he got it.
Then he looks straight back at him. You got to do it again.
Hey, he got me.
Well, baby Jake done fell off.
Oh, there he goes.
He made the choice for
Josh Pickett.
Let's see.
Josh got his, though.
Dave came up a hair light. So.
Nothing like the older sibling.
Now, we have to wonder what name popped in Mama Pickett's head. Which one did she manifest that to happen?
Ladies and gentlemen, Jalen Mosley, 279.
Yep.
He won the first part of the bet already.
Well, Levon put up 231, so that's going to put them at 5-10 as a team.
Wait, where'd he go? Oh, I went one lane too far. I ain't even paying attention where I'm at.
Oh, Lord, look at you.
Where's he going to be? He's going to be on 10.
Yep.
Yeah, obviously he's not up yet, but I'll get it set up, make sure the camera angle looks okay.
Unfortunately, Dave fell off.
Yep.
So Josh is the last man standing.
So this is something we love. We think it's pretty cool. We figured that out this weekend, live streaming this tournament. We have Steve down here mobile with his cell phone that we can wire in wirelessly. So when we do have this moment where somebody who's not on our live stream pair has a big game going, we'll be able to capture it for you guys.
Real quick for me. Make sure that's. Can you click scene 2? Make sure it's working. Is it coming through?
3. Click 3. He means
3. Yeah. Sorry, my bad.
No, all I get is your finger.
You don't have any. You don't see anything.
No, it's like froze. Gonna have to redo it. Oh, we're working on that, folks. We're gonna get it before he gets up there.
Okay. I think I'm gonna have to come back there and change something real quick. For some reason,
Click
2
on
or
3
2
again.
isn't coming up. You got to do it to 1.
Yep.
Here, I'll get it.
Oh, take my phone. It might be my phone because I
Yeah,
might be
I can-
logged onto it.
I can just switch it real quick.
Sorry. I am probably still logged
There you
into
go.
it.
Yep. There we go. Go ahead and stay on scene 2 until he gets up there. But yeah, that's what it was.
All right, Natalie, let's get a good one here. All right.
All righty.
We can still finish off with a 2-14 game.
All right, we do.
Yep. Nice spare. Dave had 2 shots that he didn't like, but guess what? Let's go over. Josh is up.
All right, this is for 10.
There
you
go.
All right, kid. First one.
This is what we're talking about right here. This is what I mean. Everybody down through there has stopped. And if he gets this next one, the people around him, you guys pay attention to what's going to happen here. The people around him will stop bowling and give him plenty of room and plenty of time to throw this last shot that he needs.
Nothing but support.
Yep.
And you got people walking from other lanes, about 10 lanes down, just to watch. So it's nothing like it.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Good job.
Good shot, though.
Good run.
It was good off his hand.
Somebody let him know he beat Baby J. He'll feel better. Man, have you razzed Brandon any more about that head wrap?
No, I let off of him. He texted me later that night. He like, come on, man. I was like, you know it's all love.
Yeah.
Oh, Dominique.
Oh.
Come on, Yolanda.
There's just creeping a little high.
She is a lot better bowler than that. Come on.
Ooh, no. That hurts. Natalie and Dave ended that game out with a 468 total between the two of them. Dominique with that open in the 10th still gets a 226.
There you go.
There's a good one from Londa.
Good shot. That always helps when you see that go through there.
That'll give them a 352 total.
Jalen getting that to fall.
Oh, yeah. I was the motivation he needed.
Yep, he's still got to get another one. All right, it does appear that just about we got one more game going on down there with Josh and Josh's pair, a couple of games. Once those couple of lanes get done, I'll go through and see how many 800 watches we have going. Obviously, Josh, I would hope. She said she got 225, so you know Josh is on
game one.
8 watch.
Both of them did.
Yeah, it's 279, I think, for Josh down or JP4 down
JP4.
there. So he'll need a lot to do it,
He'll-
but it is an opportunity.
He'll need the front 11 at least.
Yep. I believe Dave is going to need the front 11 as well, but he has the opportunity. Looks like I see a 277 down there from Austin Klaus, so maybe he might be on a watch as well.
There you go, Dave. Good ball.
Dave right on there.
Yep.
One thing we do need to do is thank all the sponsors for this tournament, making things like this happen. Bodybuilders tournaments. Over there at Roll House, check in with Lonnie. He's got a trios coming up here soon. Great ran tournaments over there as well.
We got a little battle going on between Tyler Ring and Jalen Mosley. Just watch them. Those last two shots, they look back at each other.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
And then we have the Cashing Out Winning Weekend. That is another tournament that runs here in August. Like the 9th, 10th, and 11th this year.
Yeah, speaking of Jermaine and Malika.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is ran by Jermaine and Malika.
More Jermaine, more Malika than Jermaine.
Jermaine gets enough of it from her, but they have a Facebook event page out for that. Malika has job forms for you to get signed up. They have a Friday night sweeper as well, and then the doubles following the weekend after. Hurricane Bay Car Wash, they're a huge supporter of these tournaments each and every year. Brian Himmler's Pro Shop. And then Wendell Barger and Stryker's Pro Shop right here inside Northwest Lanes. And then Bolafide jerseys. Thanks to Bolafide jerseys, we get to enjoy Dave's jersey all evening long today. Stop in and see myself or Steve or any one of our staffers. We'll help you get your next jersey going. Truly are the best jerseys in the business. And like we said before, if anybody wants to be a sponsor of one of these tournaments or any one of our tournaments that we run here at Northwest Lanes and the Sweepers, oops, I keep grabbing that phone. Drop me an email at nwltournaments@gmail.com. Uh-oh. What did we hit, Steve?
Oh. Never mind.
Shoot me an email and we can discuss all of your options for levels of sponsorship, including what kind of advertisements we have available for your sponsorship. Not and limited to that pretty little banner at the bottom of the screen that Steve makes for us. Appreciate you, Steve.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
But we also have on-lane advertisement here at Northwest Lanes. And even banners that you see above the pins there, we can get hung up for you.
But again,
so drop me that email and we'll help you out and be glad to partner with you.
Absolutely. And again, if you're tuning in, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Tremendous. We all got a love for the game. Let's take this platform to newer heights. Thank you to Steve. Thank you to Wayne. This is a great opportunity for us to promote a sport that we all love. So please hit the share button. Please hit the like button. Let's grow this thing. We got to get up to what, 175?
175 by next Sunday. Guys, comment on this video. The hashtag that is on the back of Dave's jersey. If people that can't read it, I'll go ahead and say it. It is hashtag Bush Latte, BUSCHLATTE. So you put that, you comment with that hashtag, and you're going to be in the drawing for free entry into any one of our Northwest Lane Sunday Sweepers.
Yep.
Hey, good game, JP.
You know what else is another good thing is, this is one of those sports that I know in the past we used to have trouble getting people to come out and bowl when the weather starts to warm up. But we're not having that issue like we used to.
Oh, this
No.
is tournament
This is-
season.
Yeah.
This has become tournament season. More tournaments are ran during the summertime, just because houses don't run in as many leagues. But the tournament bowlers, this is their time. So it's definitely not slow for these guys.
Who's typing in names? Or isn't it? Never mind. Hold on. Agron. I always think of it as JP. I never actually think of his name. I messed that up. Don't listen
John
to me.
Pickett.
Yep. I messed that up. I was thinking Josh Pickett. It's because there's Josh and JP. I never actually think John Pickett. It was JP4. I was looking through the names, seeing what.
Yeah, I had to give Yolanda a hard time. So that's actually like my little sister, and I had to remind her, you're on the TV pair, you're embarrassing me. So let's see what she does this game.
Well, we talked about Dave needing the front 11 to get his 800. He's off to the start.
Yep.
Here we
Yeah.
go.
Dave, Josh, and Austin Klaus are the only three. JP4 actually, after he missed in the 9th, he missed again in the 10th. So that dropped him out of the 800 watch. So.
And as we talk about unique styles, I got to catch his name right here on lane 17.
D-Payne.
Yeah, he actually throws a backup
Deontay.
ball.
He's been doing better.
Most of his spares, yeah.
He does, but he's actually, did he just throw a backup ball on a strike ball? Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen him do that through the weekend. Sometimes he will throw.
We got a good debate going. Who knows?
We're talking about hugs or something. I don't know. I thought I heard he gave you a hug, but I'm not sure why it's talking this much.
Hey, don't make me turn this car around.
Oh, they're talking Jalen Mosley. You better strike, buddy.
Hey, Austin.
Actually, so looking down there, Austin have a strike in that first frame? Looks like he does.
Here we go.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, he just got darted. Oh, now he's going to have to strike out to get that 250. He's going to need this song to help him
Now,
out
did he
there.
have to shoot
Needs somebody
250
to save
each
him.
game, or
Yeah, it was
did he have
total.
to shoot 500 total?
Well, it's 250 each game.
Wow.
I love that dude.
It's turned into a karaoke fest over there, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Dave.
Oh,
There goes Dave's shot at 8.
You're going to fall off it, and it fell off in a bad way.
Yep. Yep. So right now the only two left are Josh Pickett and Austin Klaus. Austin Klaus, however, has to go the full 12 strikes to get his 800 even. He's
He
sitting
shot
at
500 even?
500 even
Okay.
after 2. And Josh Pickett, I believe, was at 514. So he's going to need the front 11.
Yeah, he could have went the back 11, but he's already ruined that
Yep.
opportunity.
He's going to need the front 11 and then at least 6
Oh,
spare.
no.
The front 10. Front 10.
He needs the front 10.
10,
and a
that's what I
count.
meant. Yeah, front 10 and count. Front 10 and 6 spare.
So he can go 286, yeah.
Glad somebody over here could do math. I would have jacked that all up.
Every now and then, every great now and then, I get an opportunity to correct Steve with math, and I jump on it. Every time I jump on it.
Well,
I think I woke Yolanda up. Come on.
There
Nothing
you
like
go.
a little brotherly love.
Yeah.
Same for Dominique. Come on.
Just a little
Oh,
light.
oh,
Never
Jalen
quite
just
got it in
lost
there to
his
try
two.
to get that
Well,
ball to behave properly.
well, I would say he hasn't. Is he out of it yet?
Who?
47. If he
See,
can make, he
79.
needs to make it. He
Yeah.
has to make it. He's made one of them. Oh, wait, he did it again. Oh, that is.
Nope, that'll take him down. That'll be 246 max
Yep.
for him.
Ball change. Or nope, he's putting him up.
Dave, get right back on here. There you
There
go,
you
Dave.
Hey.
Oh, carry it.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to hear it here first. My message to Jalen Mosley. Look, buddy, I get it, but listen to me. It is time for you to get married and start having kids. It's over. It's over. You can't do it like you used to. It's over. Get married and start having kids. You're there now.
Oh God, he's gonna go do something on the camera.
Here we go again.
You're still not tall enough.
Say this twice in one day, somebody ain't been tall enough even on the chair. Watch out.
No need you doing all that. Oh God, he's gonna break something.
You're not. You're not far enough.
That's the most disrespectful thing I've ever heard.
Oh man. You can
Never a
go back on
dull
YouTube
moment.
and you can find it.
It is time.
Oh man. Oh, wow.
I try to
Good
tell
pickup
y'all,
by
we have
Yolanda
some,
there.
we have some of the funnest live streams and finals and tournaments.
Yep.
I'll put them up against anybody's tournaments for a level of fun.
Oh. Yeah, I think Jalen's still under the impression that he needs 500, not 250 each.
Either way, he can. He can have it.
I think he's a lot to strike out with him.
Hey.
After that, yeah. Yep. Our two.
He is one stone 10 pin away.
Oh, get around that corner, Ricardo. There it is. Oh, wow. Yeah, Natalie there. She got to the pocket, but it looked like her ball never faced up. Just slid the whole way down. Get that back in there. There you go. Dave made another ball change, and that was the right one.
We got a couple people going.
Oh, good shot. Natalie picking up the 5-7 there.
Yep.
We got Josh Pickett back on the front five.
Yep. Jalen there with his second.
I told you.
Hey.
No doubter now.
I told you, man. All I need to give him a little motivation.
Let's see, we got Austin. Austin still doing what he needs to do down there.
Yeah, we got a couple people on the front on that pair right there. That pair is
That's the only one left. We got two with fronts down there on
9 and 10.
9 and 10, and then on 5 and 6 we got two fronts as well. Little not quite as far ahead, but we just lost one on 9 and 10, but Josh is still on it.
Yeah.
Connor came up a hair heavy and 4-pinned.
Do we know what he shot first game?
Who, Connor?
Nah, Josh.
225. He's sitting at 514. He needs the front 10.
Okay. Sorry, I missed that one.
Yep.
Yeah, Deanna come down and told us that him and JP both shot 225 game 1.
Yep.
I'm still, the thing that shocks me is somehow we were finishing up game 2 down here, but that first pair on 3 and 4, they were finished with game 3 when everybody else is finishing game 2. Ian Carpenter, Danny Potts, a couple other people. I forget exactly who it was.
They
I'm
flew
almost
through
wondering,
it.
yeah, they must have just skipped practice and gone.
Sometimes it's like running a marathon.
Oh, trip it.
Can Jalen throw the first one?
Oh, there it is.
No doubt.
Watch what happens if he throws this second one, and guarantee you he's gonna turn around and stare you down.
Yeah, I'm with you. He may still be in his mind thinking he needs this one for 500.
Yep. There you go. Levon's gonna get himself up into the 230s.
I'm telling you, marriage and kids, Jalen.
Yeah. So, he was trying to get Dominique to go first, and she said, "Nope, you're going. I ain't going first."
Uh-oh.
That one's a little in. Oh. That was definitely in. Oh, yep.
She threw that one like she knew what she was doing. Come on, Yolanda. All right. Here we go. Last one.
Yeah, no doubter. I told you.
Jalen Mosley reached his goal, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, Ian isn't even sure how they got a full game ahead of everybody else down there. Like it's not like we were striking. They must have just been somebody shot and they were just standing behind him to go.
The problem is the party's down here. That's why they weren't invited to the party. So.
Yep. The other thing too, and that probably helped a lot too, is they were on the end. They had nobody to their left, so they didn't have to wait for anybody on their left and any of that. So that'll help you go a little quicker for sure.
Man, you didn't have no idea.
484 for that game, Jalen and Levon. I missed their first game. Tyler Short, their shot. I don't think it was nothing very special.
This is so funny, man. Every night of league, whether it's a sweeper, it's league night, or a tournament, it's like a family reunion.
Yep.
And it's like I just saw you last week.
Oh, I can't believe you're here.
Right.
It's been so long. It's been days.
Right.
We still have 3 fronts going right now.
Yep. And you know, that's kind of another thing I've been on, like with Jalen and Rick McCormick and a couple other people from this area,
Yeah.
and all of us in that same generation, us traveling together.
Right.
You know, building that camaraderie.
Yep.
And making sure our kids know each other's kids, and
Yeah,
you know,
it is. It is.
Yeah.
I guess I say it all the time. This is one big family. This
Yeah.
bowling community. I will put this family, this community, against any other sports bowling family community. I've watched this community rally around each other when one of us needed it, and
Oh,
we've
yeah.
raised thousands of
Multiple
dollars
times. Yeah.
for somebody who needed it and needed our help.
Yep.
And any other cause that needed our help, we have
Yep.
rallied around and raised tons of money for it.
yep.
So
And down on lane 21 and 22, Clayton Otis is actually my best friend. We grew up together. He's bowling with his daughter, Nyla Otis. I actually used to change her diaper.
yeah,
This is crazy.
yeah, this is absolutely a family-oriented sport. I grew up in a bowling alley. My parents bowled. This is where I spent my Thursday and Friday nights.
Yep.
Was over at Columbia Lanes in Hamilton,
Okay.
running around there. I get giddy every time I walk in here and I see. I'm standing here and I think of her name now. The little short one.
Help him out, Steve.
I don't know who he's talking about. There's, like we said, there's so many people. We could be talking about a bunch of them. But he said she, but he said the short one, so I know it's not Brad or Chad because he said she, but.
But you know, that's the thing that, you know,
Yep.
these are lifelong relationships that you build. Josh
Yeah.
Pickett back on the front eight. That front eight or front nine?
He's got front eight down there.
Yep.
And we got a front six down, 2 lanes down from him.
Yep. But yeah, man, this thing helps us build relationships that last forever.
Yep. You can tell that's eating away at Wayne down there. He's still trying to think of whoever it is he's thinking of.
Whoever it is, if you're watching, you should see the look on his face. He feels
I am
so bad.
mad at myself right now. I can't think of her name. I do.
When's she in here?
She bowled with my grandmother.
Uh-oh.
And I remember growing up watching her
Yeah.
bowling on it was called the Night Before Friday League with my grandmother, and then I get to walk in here and her be here,
Yep.
and get to talk to her every day
Doctor
still.
something? Is it doctor or whatever? No.
Say her name. It'll come to me in a second.
Yeah.
I'll be so
Well, I mean,
mad.
that's just like George in here every Sunday.
Yeah, George Barlow's in here every Sunday.
Every Sunday. But I mean, yeah, then we got families. I mean, even through these tournaments, we meet new people. We get them in from all over the place. I mean, that's the thing. We got I mean, and that's just it. It takes one coming in, then they invite all of them.
Thank you, Casey. Thank you. Irma.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. I love you. Irma. I get to see Irma every day. Good Lord. I am so sorry. Lord. Irma. Yeah. I love seeing her walking around here. She bowled my grandmother, so it was great to get to. That's the kind of generational. Let me get rid of that. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
There she is. Generational thing that I'm talking about that she gets to. And she even mentions it on there.
Yeah. All right, let's see if we can get a 9. See if I'm going to actually have to get up and walk down there.
I say he finishes it this time.
Yep. Then he needs 4 more to get there. He needs 2 more to get to 8.
Yep. And speaking of, let's bring it up, but speaking of Casey and my wife, who was it, Casey, that bowled in that league? That was
4-pin. So there goes his 8 and 3 chance, and it leaves us with 1 fronts and 1 8 left on the table. Oh,
Does Austin still have a chance?
Yes. Assuming that he's nope, he does not. Never mind. I did not
Yeah, I
see
was
that.
about to
He's
say he missed,
spared.
didn't he?
Yeah, he split spared. So we had no more 3s or 8s on the table today. So we
Still
will
great
finish
bowler.
this weekend with 1 800 and 2 300s for the doubles, and then
For
we
the
had
doubles.
4 300s on Friday and 3 800s Friday night. And just from looking around, I could be wrong, but I believe that the leaders will still hold up from this round. I don't believe
Yeah,
anybody really
I
had a
don't think
shot.
anybody had any big enough scores to get there. I don't.
Well, depends on
We could be wrong.
Yeah, what Josh and Brandon do down there. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it.
Well, they're both scratched, so they would have needed 775 each. I don't think Brandon quite got there.
Let's see here. Yeah, Brandon's still up there. Let's see where he got to. Yeah, Brandon only had 437, so yeah, that's not going to get him there.
Yep. They're going to be well within a casher's spot.
Oh, yeah, definitely
Absolutely.
in a casher's spot, but that's just it. When you got 1540 to go after, that's a hard number to hit. I mean, that just shows also, too, that any time, any given moment, you can have somebody just pop something off and just run away with it, because the one of the people in the lead, if you look, I mean, not to call anything out, but he's got one shift where he's in the lead. He's got another shift where he's on the last page. But I mean, he came back or he came in and bowled. I mean, that's the thing. That's the fun of these events. There's multiple shifts. You fall off one, you figure something out, you come back, you do it again.
Yep.
Knock it out of the park. And that's the fun of these shift tournaments.
Different beer, different pair, different time. Hey.
Right? Yeah.
Where's your mind at?
Well, it could be right too. You could be right. There could be a different beer. Drink a different beer, you might bowl better.
Yep.
Why we love this.
Hey
thing.
there, Shavana. We're getting ready to. This was our last shift. We'll go ahead and hang out here a couple more minutes. Go ahead and let the last ball be thrown before we go ahead and sign off for this one. Where we finally pack all this up and make our way out of here. But we do have a couple of shots left to be thrown down there on the left side. Once again, want to thank Will and his entire team for putting this on. This has been a fun time. It's been a fun weekend.
Yeah, they've done a great job.
They have done a great job.
Fairly smoothly, like I said. They did a great job with especially that last shift, jumping in and letting all those other people come in, almost double selling out that whole shift.
Yeah.
We had 3 on a pair. Everybody jumped in, got things done.
Yes.
Including them and to the staff who got names put in really, really quickly.
Yep.
To the mechanics in the back who come out and got lanes oiled and ready to go quickly for us to only be about 25 minutes behind schedule for this shift. And then we're still, we're 20, and we're right on time.
Yep. We started
only
a half
3
hour
or 4
late,
minutes.
and we're still, going to finish on,
Yeah, we're only 3 or 4 minutes behind what we should have finished up at about a 2-hour pace.
Yep.
We could have by now re-oiled and started a 7 o'clock shift right on time. So if there was one, there's not one. But that's just a testament to to the work that got put in by the whole group, the tournament staff, the bowling alley staff. A phenomenal job by everyone.
And the mechanics do not get enough credit.
Yeah.
Those are the people that are behind the scenes. And
you don't get to see until they're coming out here and bringing a machine down, or they're spotting a 10-pin for you, and those are the ones that keep it running.
Not even just for today, but just the mechanics on the upkeep that you guys do here
every night of the week.
Every night and during the day, just making sure these lanes are as up to as ready to go as possible, as well oiled and everything. Like, obviously
our staff here does
over,
a great
so I feel a little bit safe saying it, but I mean, that's the thing. You go into some houses, I mean, you need that breakdown pair because it's probably at some point something's going to happen. But here, it's so rare to have a breakdown happen that needs you to move from one place to another. Not have something that lasts more than 5 minutes to fix.
Our staff here does a phenomenal job. Nate Herschel, Adam Clemens is our 2 mechanics that keep the upkeep of all these machines, and they do a phenomenal job on keeping them running great.
Yep.
We are lucky enough to have some newer machines back there. They're
That does
only
help.
10, 11 years old or so. But they're running a tip-top condition. These guys do work great round the clock to get it done. And then the pin jumpers and the other guys that, you know, Tyler Harper's back there this morning. Ty Wilson's back there now. We got a new kid we're training to take over when Ty, give him a shout out. He's heading off to the Navy. Appreciate your service, young man.
Yep.
But yeah, they do a great job back there. They you know, they're jumping up, they're getting things done, and I totally appreciate everything they do, how they jump in and fill out when they need to. The front desk help. The girl that was running the front desk this morning, my niece, she's a porter. She's not front desk help.
Yep.
But she was willing to stand there and help out, run the front desk, so that I could stand here and do a live stream with you guys.
Yeah.
And all that. A couple of things we had to jump off and go help her with.
Oh, yeah.
That's okay. She was willing to stand in and do what she needed to do, and I totally appreciate her. The bartender staff in there, absolutely phenomenal job keeping you guys up with some drinks. And then you guys stepping in while we wanted to bowl, keeping our live
you and
stream
Malika
going.
keeping that go while we bowled. Yeah.
Oh,
Thank
no
you guys
problem.
for that.
The work that goes on behind scenes for these tournaments like this to run, it's a lot, but it's well worth it. It's to get to see you guys enjoy this weekend and have a blast.
Yep.
It's well worth it. Great job by everybody.
But again, we talk about it, supporting one another.
Exactly.
That's how we get through this. So, absolutely.
All right.
Yeah, guys, it was a lot of fun. There's what?
One group
One frame
left on the 10th frame
down
there.
Yep.
Austin's gonna
trying
get
to finish it out. And probably get to a 260s maybe it looks like from here. Hard to quite see, but still great shooting by him, bowling with his dad. Speaking of family up there, he's got his dad up here to bowl with him. So always fun time when you can do that. But so I believe that is pretty much it for this weekend. Again, thanks everybody for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for all that. We appreciate you guys. I mean, as long as you guys keep watching, we're going to keep doing this. I mean, even if nobody's watching, we're going to keep doing this. Keep
Absolutely.
it going.
We're going to be here.
Up there. I mean,
but share it around. Like I said, we press the share button.
Press share button.
Spread around.
Get it out there. I mean, and if you want, go back, watch them later. They're all on YouTube now.
They're going to be on YouTube and they'll be wherever.
Yep.
So
as long as YouTube exists, at least.
Yeah, that's what I do. I got done last night, and I went home and skipped through a couple of those live streams from last night, just to make sure of things we can change and we can do better back here behind the scenes.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. Speaking of, if you guys do see something you want us to do something different, or ask if we are able to do something, don't hesitate to let us know. We're open to suggestions.
Absolutely.
I mean, honestly, that's what got us. Granted, in this one, doing 2 lanes, we didn't need to do that, but our normal sweepers, Deanna Pickett asking me, why isn't the score always up on the screen? That's what got me trying to figure out, okay, how can I get the score up on the screen while we're watching the people bowl? Figured that out. That was a suggestion she made, and now it's on there.
Yeah, I mean, and I love it. I love it. I love the way it looks. So much so that we talk about Todd McGill. Todd McGill kind of pioneered this way of doing things.
Yes.
Steve was telling me today that he got a message from Todd last night, wanting to know how we done that. How did we do that? And they're going to look into doing it themselves. So
I mean, just helping everybody grow.
Everybody
I'm going to always. I mean, he asked me a question. I've asked them questions on how they do things. They've been quick to answer me. They ask me, of course, I'm going to be quick to answer them too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we always want to be helping everybody out and just making anything better that we can make better.
Absolutely.
Once again, thank you to everybody. Thank you to the whole bowling community. It does look like we have maybe 1 shot left to be thrown down there, but I believe we are good for this weekend.
Yeah, it's been a long one. I'll see you.
And we'll be back next Sunday.
Check in 11 bowl at noon. We'll be here for the regular Sunday sweeper. See you all then.
See you guys then.
And again, we need 175
subscribers.
175 subscribers, and comment the hashtag Bush Latte on this video.
Yep.